Hey everybody, I hope everyone is having a nice fall, and I hope that you're just having a great time. Let's get back into the updates. I know I've been a little bit lax. I haven't been completely consistent. I've been really, really busy. Things have just been crazy, as you probably might have seen from my last few updates. But today we're going to get into it a little bit deeper. I'm not going to give you a shortened update. I'm going to give you a full update. And I've gone ahead and organized it a little bit better so that we're not just totally stream of consciousness here. But right off the bat, things are really starting to straighten out. I have some gaps in my lower teeth, and I have starting to get a little bit of a gap here. But that will be fixed with the aligners. But before aligners, got some exciting news, but we'll get to that. So, actually no, I should just tell you right now. So I actually am almost done with my appliance. That thing is pretty much expanded out. I went to go see my dentist today, and he told me that no more than two full turns on this appliance, and to not go any further than that. So practically, it's pretty much done. Because two full turns for me is like a couple weeks. So, or maybe like three, but between 2 and 3. So it's pretty much over. So what we did today is I got fitted for a new device. So I'm going to be doing a second appliance, which is super exciting. Um, like it's only been like well, I started late March. It's November now. So it's been, can't do math. 7, 8, it's gonna be about 8 months when I'm done with the appliance in a few weeks. It'll be a total of 8 months, which is way faster than I thought it was gonna be. So super exciting. They tell me that I got through it really fast just because I've been really consistent, which I have. I wear it for 16 hours exactly every single day. I use a timer on my phone. I'm super OCD about it because I just want I want everything to happen the way it's supposed to. So exactly 16 hours every single day, cranking it like as fast as possible without hurting myself, obviously. And yeah, so getting ready for a new one. They said it'll be here in about a month. And yeah, super, super exciting to see like what a new one's going to bring. It's going to be the same one as this. So I was under the impression that this was an mRNA. It's not. It's actually a DNA. So I guess they've updated their models and stuff because it looks like if you look up the different appliances, you'll see the DNA, which is supposedly what this is. But I thought the DNA was just an upper. But it's actually, I guess it could be an upper by itself. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But yeah, we're going to be doing another one. So in total, I've expanded just right across the palate. I've expanded 5 millimeters, which right there you can see that little gap. That's 5 millimeters. So I believe when I first got measured, I was about 32 millimeters across, and now I'm about 37. So good 5 millimeters, and we'll do another 5 more. And I've heard of people even doing 3 appliances, which if that's what it's going to take, then that's what it's going to take. But super, super exciting. So because I've pretty much finished this appliance, I would like to do a little recap and just go over everything as far as my results and just kind of do like a little milestone. So I have some things written down here. So first thing I want to talk about is sleep, obviously, right? Because it's sleep apnea. The appliance was originally for sleep apnea. I would bet, not a lot of money, but I would bet that if I went and got a sleep test done right now, it would have below 5 AHI. Probably not 0, but definitely below 5. Because I am sleeping so much better. I mean, I fall asleep faster. I don't wake up with headaches anymore. I don't wake up feeling like I used to wake up feeling like I was hungover, like I had done a night on the town. Just that's how sick I felt from not being able to breathe. I would wake up after sleeping even 12 hours or more sometimes and feeling just horrible. I mean, I would feel worse when I woke up in the morning than when I went to sleep, which is scary because that's what people who are in like that's what people say happens when you get like old. They say, you're getting old when you wake up feeling worse than you did when you went to sleep. I'm 25 years old, so that's kind of scary for that to be happening. So obviously something was wrong, right? So, sleeping just uninterrupted. I do not wait. I don't think I've woken up like in the middle of the night like more than a handful of times the entire 7 months that I've been doing it so far. And that's something that used to happen a lot. Not to go to the bathroom or anything, but I would just wake up. Um, yeah, just sleeping good. It's like sleeping so much better. So, yeah, that's my sleep. Second is energy. I have so much more energy than I did before for everything. Like I'm way more productive. I'm way more just getting after it. Like I have so much more drive to get after things. Just like I'm just way more spontaneous. I'm way more um well, I had attitude written down, so I'm just gonna combine attitude with this. I growing for most of my life, I've had very OCD like tendencies, very controlling. I had an eating disorder when I was in high school, anorexia, and I just kind of have always had that kind of neurotic kind of personality. Just like I have to control everything. I have to control everything. Has to be like it's almost like borders on like autism. I don't think I'm autistic, but like it borders on that kind of like everything has to be the same. I have to do the same thing over and over and over again, and like I just have all this anxiety that just keeps me like I have to do things a certain way, and it's bad. It's been really bad up until this point. I mean, it's like gotten worse and worse until I got to where I was, and then I gained a bunch of weight, and like things were just getting bad. That's when I realized, I think I have sleep apnea or something. So those tendencies have transformed. Like they're not neurotic anymore. Like what was neuroticism has become like power. It's become productivity. It's become thoroughness. It's become like imagination, innovation. Like it's really, really amazing. Like and I'm way more spontaneous. That's the thing. Like the big problem with that neurotic way of thinking is that it completely sucks all the spontaneity out of your life. Nothing is spontaneous anymore. Everything has to be ritual, and that just I mean it crushes you, crushes you. That is like I don't really think I even have it anymore, to be honest with you. Like one thing that I always used to be really, really OCD about was, like I said, I had an eating disorder, and obviously, like I don't have an eating disorder anymore, but it, I always like one of my big OCD things was controlling what I ate. Like I always had to eat certain things, and like certain things I couldn't eat, certain things I could, and it just was very, very unbalanced, very unspontaneous. So I would basically just eat the same thing every single day, and it's actually how I gained a ton of weight because I was like eating things that I thought were like healthy that were okay, but I was eating like I was just like an animal, just like eating and eating and eating. It's weird. But now like I don't have the eating like I used to have a really bad urge to overeat, and that's why like throughout my life I've gained weight and lost a lot of weight. Like over, I've been fat, I've been skinny, I've been fat, I've been skinny. I've never just been in the middle. I've always either restricted myself too much or just compulsively eaten too much. I am in the middle now. Like I used to have urges to overeat, and now I just like my body it just stops at one. Like I'll eat half of what I used to eat, and my brain will just be like, no, I'm okay. It's not going anywhere. I can eat it later. You know, like I don't. I'm thinking so much more rationally now. It's amazing how much more rational I'm thinking. Anxiety, so much less anxiety. I'm not gonna say that I don't have any because things have been really stressful, but like way less anxiety. Like I am just able to let things go. Like I can just think about it, acknowledge it, and just let it go, and just not hyper focus on things, which is just, it's freedom. I feel like the chains, there's just chains in my brain just releasing. Like it's this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. This device is just other than like being born and like other like intrinsic things. Like this is like the best. This is just it's been absolutely life changing. So, and then one last thing I want to talk about is fitness. See, before before Vivos, I pretty much had to stop working out because when I would work out, it would feel like I was pulling so much energy out of my like energy bank account that I didn't have anything else to spend for the rest of the day. So it was like it almost got to the point where I felt like I was being unresponsible by working out because like I would think like, well, if you're gonna go work out, then you're not gonna have energy to like do your assignments or do this or that. So it was like I couldn't work out because I would just get so I would be absolutely dead for the rest of the day, like brain dead. I couldn't think, I couldn't like it was bad, and I basically stopped working out. I would have little periods where I'd get like really motivated and start going back, but it wouldn't last like a week, maybe two, and then I wouldn't work out for like 3 months, and that's how it's always been for like since high school, and I I'll admit I've been really, really busy, so it's been difficult just as far as time management goes to get into the gym. But energy wise, I feel like if I didn't have any time restraints, I would be able to work out at least 2 to 3 times a week. Now, when I work out, I like to work out hard. So for me, 2 to 3 times a week is more than enough. So and before like I've had little periods of rest here and there, and I've been able to just go and just feel good. Like when I used to work out, I would feel like there was an arm around my neck or a hand rather choking me. I would just feel like just couldn't breathe, and it would be really stressful on your central nervous system. You'd feel like your heart would start palpitating, and you just feel like your body's shutting down because your cells are already desaturating so much at night that they can't really recover. For example, like when I used to work out, especially after not going for a while, and I would like, lift some heavy weights, like, leg day, for example, the next 3 days, I wouldn't be able to walk. I mean, it would get to the point and I'm not even talking about like super heavy weights. I'm talking like maybe like 225, like a few sets of 225 of like, 4 or 5 reps. So it's not like, crazy weights. That would make my legs so sore that like it would be embarrassing. I would be late for things because I couldn't walk. Like I would be like I looked like I had some kind of horrible disease. And it was ridiculous how sore I would get. Whereas now, going after not like when I first started going recently, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get here. This is gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna get really sore. None of that. None of that soreness. And that makes sense because your cells, your muscle cells, produce lactic acid in the absence of oxygen. So if you're getting more oxygen, there's going to be less lactic acid. Like science, it's amazing. It's kind of cool, like having that happen. It's like, wow, like I actually have evidence that my cells are getting more oxygen. So that's really exciting. I look forward to working out more as I'm about to graduate in about a month. So I'm looking forward to having a little bit more time on my hands. And then lastly, my gums are way healthier. When I got my cleaning about 6 months ago, when I first started Vivos, my gums were like bleeding. They were so unhealthy. Now, granted, I hadn't gotten a cleaning in a few years, so you know, you could say like, oh well, I just hadn't been in a while. But I noticed that my gums, like for years and years, have always just been really like unhealthy, and like I've noticed as I started Vivos that they're just, and I can show you, you're probably not going to be able to notice because it's hard to notice that kind of stuff, but I just noticed that like in pictures they have a much more like reddish, more, they just look more oxygenated. And I went to get a cleaning today, and there was actually no bleeding, which is the amazing. I mean, no bleeding. I every time I get a cleaning, there's always bleeding, like so much bleeding. Nothing, and there was no pain. There was no soreness. I mean, my gums were like just like rock solid, super healthy, and my brushing habits haven't changed. My flossing habits haven't changed. So, oxygen, you know, it does everything in your body. Like, you need more oxygen. Every single aspect of your body will start failing without oxygen. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So, yeah, that's everything I want to do for the update. Um, they took some more scans today. Like, when you first do it, they take a CT scan of your whole skull. They take like a scan of your teeth. They do bite molds, and then they do like just like straight up pictures where it's kind of like mug shots where they just take like face, you know, whole body, side profile. So they did those when I started, and they did the same thing today. So I'm gonna see if I can get those pictures and maybe somehow upload them. I'm not too familiar with the YouTube platform and like how to just like upload pictures and stuff, but I'll figure out a way to do it just so you guys can see like the side profile, because I saw it today and it was like it wasn't like mind blowing, but it was significant. So I think that jaw growth will really start to come forward, because it's only in the last couple months that I've really been able to feel my jaw able to strongly clench, because my bite has been open for so long that it makes it pretty much impossible to actually like close your jaw. And that's how the jaw ends up going all the way back, like mine is. Like, it just gets pushed back. I think that the next 6 months, now that I'm really starting, like I just feel my jaw muscles just like really activating and getting strong. I feel like the profile that's going to come after that, like the third one, is going to be like, you're going to see that jaw just come forward. And it is. You'll be able to see it like now, but it's, well, I'll let you see for yourself. But I'll try to get those up for you guys, so you guys, and the CT scans as well, so you can see everything opening. So yeah, super duper excited. I'm probably just gonna not do an update until the new device comes in, and like maybe wait like a month after I'm wearing the new device, because for the next month I'm only gonna be able to adjust it like half as much as I normally would. So it's no really point in doing another update, but I would expect an update. So it's probably gonna be here when December begins, and then I would expect an update like around Christmas time. So, you know, I'll see you guys then. If you know, all you guys that are doing the Vivos, like, let me know how it's going. I want to hear about it, and I will see you guys in, you know, about 2 months. I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving, Christmas. I hope you get to see all the people that you love, and that you get to spend good quality time with them, and just slow down, let go of all of this crazy crap that we have in our lives, and just enjoy your life. You only get one. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you soon.